All right, we have some breaking news for you. Look at these images, brand new into Newsmax. Yes, that is a Delta plane that is upside down. Police in Canada, that's where this is, responding to a plane crash at the Toronto Pearson International Airport. Now, details right now very, very limited, but we can report again. This was a Delta flight coming from Minneapolis and landing in Toronto. So far, no word on injuries. There are lots of reports out there, but again, until we have confirmation, we're just going to withhold the details. But again, you can see the plane literally flipped on its head.
That's quite the sight. I certainly hope everyone is okay on board. Right. Like you said, Katrina, we're still trying to get through the details on injuries, but not that small of a plane either. We originally heard it was, that's...
Yeah,
I mean, that's a jet.
I just want to point out, though, that Prime Minister Trudeau is now reporting that 8 are injured in the Canada plane crash. And again, we hope that the injuries are minor. And again, this is just breaking news. We'll give you details as we get them.
Joining us now, our correspondent in Canada, Michael Charbonne. Mike, what do you know about this?
Well, we know it's a commuter flight. We knew it flipped over. Toronto Pearson Airport has been closed. As you can see behind me, we got a lot of snow and winds are quite vicious. And what was understood is it was trying to land and it flipped over. It has been reported that crew and people have been accounted for. So we're waiting for further medical reports, but it doesn't seem to be of a tragedy nature. Obviously, these are dramatic footage, and we're hoping that all reports are true. But at this point, severe winds, deep snow, and of course they've closed the airport, and it really is dramatic footage. But I believe that the reports that we've gotten, some of the people that I've been in touch with, say that everybody's been accounted for to this point.
That's great news. You can see the live pictures here just into Newsmax of fire trucks arriving, of course, taking every precaution, attending to this plane that, as Michael pointed out, flipped over somehow as it was landing. You mentioned heavy winds, Michael, and a lot of snow there. Are you hearing that this was really just a result of a very slippery runway? I mean, what I am hoping, though, if you said that's coming in for a landing, we're hoping all passengers did have their seatbelts on at that time. So hopefully that's good news.
So I don't think there was a lot of people from initial reports. It was a commuter plane, you're correct, a Delta Airlines from Minneapolis flying into Toronto Pearson International Airport. As I'm saying, I just thought I'd shoot this point outside so you can see it is brutally cold. We got a huge snow dump in the last 2 days. Today being President's Day in the United States, it's also a holiday family day in Canada. So you're seeing basically frigid cold weather. But I believe at this point, from what we've got, the information we have is that everybody in crew and passengers are accounted for, but a traumatic scene if you see it done upside down like that, and just the feeling of how cold it truly is, and the amount of snow that we've gotten here, all is a compounding factor.
Mm-hmm. It'd certainly be hard to speculate at this point what would happen. Obviously, though, it looks like the conditions there were pretty brutal with the wind and the snow. But Mike, you said dramatic video. It certainly is when you see an airline jet flipped upside down. That's not something you see every day now, and then crews having to rush out there and I'm sure get everyone off on board, get them off, and then to a safe place here. Can you talk about the procedures, if you can, in Canada, how these investigations would begin or how they would go, and potentially what that would even look like? Do you know?
We have an airline supervisory system very much like the FAA. A situation like this is going to be looked at. Why did it happen? How did it happen? Was it pilot error? Was it a wind shear? I mean, as I said, it's extremely... they're now saying that there are some people that are coming out of the plane. I just got handed a note here from one of my
we
folks.
can see that on our video. People walking out with their bags, their purses, gathering their luggage. Quite a scene to behold. Oh,
well, you know, it's traumatic, and we just witnessed everything that went down with you guys in the Potomac with the helicopter, the other crash that happened in Philadelphia. I mean, it was tremendous how airlines now are coming into play.
Right.
And particularly in weather like this, Katrina.
Absolutely terrifying. Again, we're